Hello and welcome. My name is Cameron, and welcome back to episode 4 of my Let's Play series of Stone Block 3. Last episode, we showed off, we just made a little farm over here. We also got some automation set up for grinding utilities. So, just to start out this episode, I'm actually going to do some work in here over a time lapse. I'm going to expand out this way a little bit so we can work a little bit more with Create. Maybe go this way, maybe add another farm over here. But I am going to go ahead and get started with that. So let's get rolling. Welcome back. I hope you guys enjoyed that little montage there. So as you can see, we've expanded here. We got the second farm set up. I'll be putting carrots and potatoes here just for now to help with our food situation. Likewise on this side, I expanded back here. I think we're going to need a lot of room for the create mod. So I wanted to give us some plenty of space. I'm also going to take this next room all the way back as well and mirror it. So these two will be connected. Ideally on here, we'll try to keep things separate. I don't know how much longer I'll expand this way, just because I don't want everything to be on one side of the base. But this is the way we'll expand to eventually explore. So that's a nice little tunnel down there. And I'm doing these wooden support kind of themes to go along with kind of being in a big cave system almost. So we'll try to do that, and eventually we'll try to decorate some stuff a little bit more, and obviously change out the floors and change the walls and whatnot. Um, but another thing I also did is, so I figured out that the reason this wasn't pulling out was that there's actually different orientations depending on if you sneak and place it or if you just place it normally. So if we place it normally, it'll actually pull out of this direction. So I just have it on the millstone here, pulling out and going right into a hopper that goes into a chest. And then I'm just keeping a bunch of gravel sitting on top for now. I think we can similarly do something where we have a chest and we pull out using a funnel to just drop it normally, so we don't have to do it manually ourselves. So I'll actually show you guys doing that as well. So we'll have like a chest up here that we can put things into, and we'll just drop it right on top of the millstone and see how that works. So show you. Let's grab one of these andesite funnels. I think we should be able to do it, yep, on the underside of something. So we'll take this chest, and so pretty much we want the funnel to kind of be right here. So we'll do the chest here, and we'll throw a funnel here. So see, if you shift right click it, you can kind of see this arrow is pointing upwards. So this would be not pulling things out of the chest. This would actually be pushing them into it. So we want it the other way. So we'll collect that and do shift right click, or sorry, we want to actually just regular shift on that, or just regular click on that. And let's see, how does it do with dropping items? So this will just drop them. And so pretty much to keep things from despawning and whatnot, it won't just drop all of them. It'll actually stop until this block is taken in underneath it, which is really nice. So you can see once it goes into the millstone to be processed, we have another one drop out. So we can actually just throw all our gravel into here, and that will just automatically process for now. I think I also want to get kind of a setup where we have a bunch of these millstones going. Turning off of this, I'd actually like to see if we could speed this up with having more of these water wheels to kind of increase the efficiency of this. So I think the faster we turn it, the faster it should be able to process things as well. I don't know if adding another water wheel to that would be the right solution, or if we could do some kind of setup with the cogwheels to kind of give us some more rotational power. I think, for example, if we're turning a large cogwheel here, we could actually turn these regular cogs pretty fast, in my understanding, just the way we kind of give that energy to it. So let's actually see. I'm kind of interested. I guess it wouldn't matter right now with a large cogwheel since we just have it going into the gearbox regularly. I don't think it would change too much of how quickly it's moving. But if we had them connected and stuff, that's something we'll be able to play out with a little bit. So nice, got some actual official automation going here. The next thing we did at the end of last episode was get ourselves this encased fan that we're going to use for this washing for the quests in here. So we saw that it uses rotational force to create an air current. If the air current passes through certain blocks like water and lava, the air current can be used as a crafting mechanism. So if we pass it through water, then I'm guessing if we throw resources into it, it'll automatically produce resources. So let's see. So yeah, you power it on the side here. So let's see, can you pass out? So you can pass things out this way as well. So for example, let's grab some shafts and put our thing here. Let's get some more cogwheels as well. Let's see, let's save the large cogwheel and the small cogwheel for the future. We need a few more shafts for this, so we'll go ahead and create a bunch. Just because this is the way we actually make this kind of stuff. Let's just play around. Let's just grab a bunch of cogs, and a bunch of large cogwheels, and then we have these that we can play around with. So for example, we can put a cog off of here, and I'm interested. So we have a large cogwheel. Let's see. Yeah, so it is already turning that faster. Now I'm wondering how we connect cogwheels like this. I thought I saw, I don't know if you can do them specifically like this. I want to see what orientation you can kind of set these up on. So it looks like I wasn't able to set one there. Maybe I have to go from here. Maybe it's the next one. I would think that wouldn't reach, yeah. So I wonder how you connect these. Okay. So you'd have to go right here. Okay, that, and then that connects. Interesting. So this is kind of how you could have multiple things going at once, if I'm correct. Let's see. Let's throw the cog right here. This cogwheel, and then let's Let's throw one right here, and it looks like we could also have one right here. And I don't know what the stresses on the system are currently, but let's see. And then I think we hook the stone fan up here. Oh, yep. So this, going this way, it's actually pulling it towards us, and I'm sure we could change that with a wrench. And I'm guessing if we go, well, this one's going the same way, this would also pull it towards us. So we want, ideally, this to be kind of going the other direction. We want the wheel to be going this way, which we could do with, I think, a gearbox in the middle here. I might as well save all these. So if we get a gearbox real quick, we can change the orientation coming out of here. Let's see. Let's place a gearbox right there. Yeah, so now we have multiple orientations going. So let's see, that's the one that pulls towards us. Server, getting a cup of tea, don't break the game. Okay, interesting. So we could put things right here. Let's see, it's really interesting that you can connect some of these. So actually, I think what we can do is we will put the large cogwheel on here, and we'll put a gear right here, or cogwheel right there, and then we'll grab another one and place it right here, and then we should be able to just put the fan here. So that's blowing, and then let's see. I'm guessing if we just put a block of water in front of it, that's how it actually works. So let's grab a thing of water and let's just see how this works. Let's put up a little thing. Okay, and for example, let's try to do this. You can get many resources from washing gravel, sand, dust, and soul sand. So let's let's test out with some gravel. Let's see, okay, it looks like it's working on something. Oh, we were too close, we collected it. Let's see. So it's working, and it turned it into some lapis and some iron. Okay, so interesting. So we can just throw, I'm guessing we'll just throw a bunch in there and it'll all start working and getting processed one at a time. And then just popping right out. Let's see. Kind of floats up to the top. Oh, actually it processed all of them. Wow. I actually got some good resources from that. Got some diamonds, a bunch of different things here. That wasn't bad. That was like 32 gravel, and it really processed it really nice. Let's save this washer. Let's see, what is it called? It's called a fan. Alright, we'll save this, and then when we want to see what kind of resource we can get from it, we can press the U button or right click on this and actually see kind of what washing will get us. So it looks like, yeah, we're able to see, so if we wash sand, we can get all these, which we need the clay balls. That's actually why we made it in the first place, because we need clay to get the smeltery going. And, okay, so this is if you pass it through fire. Interesting. So you can cook things through here. That's nice. This would actually, the bulk smoking would be nice for cooking up some of our potatoes. Wouldn't have to use any fuel and whatnot. Okay, cool. This is blasting in the lava. Okay. Cool. It looks like there's a bunch of things here, so. Oh, and you can turn your stone into that. Nice, nice. And haunting, interesting, turning your lanterns into the soul lanterns. So right now, I think we'll crush down a bit of this cobblestone to get some sand, and we'll throw it into here as well, and try to get some sand going so we can get some of these resources we want. I also made a crate for this, and I also was using these stone hammers to actually do a lot of the work over here. That definitely saves us tons of time having to mine things by hand, one block at a time. These let you do it in a 3x3x1 area, which is really great. So those were very, very useful for us. Let's do a separate chest real quick that will keep all our create stuff in. I need to do some kind of storage area soon, but for now we'll just put anything create related kind of into here, just so we know where to look in the future. It looks like we have a bunch of sand here from one of those quest rewards, so we can definitely use that. Let's see about washing these, bulk washing these. Throw that in, let it get processed. It's interesting to watch the process happen. Yeah, I think definitely getting this sped up would be nicer. Yep, there we go. A bunch of resources here, cool. Yeah, so we're definitely gonna need a lot more clay than that. So we're gonna need a lot of sand. We already got some diamond, which is nice. It seems like it wasn't that rare either, because it's nice that it processes them all at the same time, so you don't have to wait for each individual one to get processed. So let's just throw some gravel in there and see, again, kind of the resources we can get from a whole stack of gravel, see what we get. I think some of the flint came out as well, so let's put it all away and see in total what a stack kind of gets us through the washing process. I'll have to set a few of these washers up because it'll be nice to do like the same kind of thing with the fire and the lava to get our cooking stuff. There we go. Yeah, we got tons of stuff. There's actually lots of diamonds that get made from that, so we'll definitely have to automate something like that as well. It would be a big help. Let's go ahead and expand our farm a little bit, plant these guys. Same thing with some potatoes. Actually, since we're kind of working on this, I'll probably, yeah, because we had to put the cogwheel here. Probably mirror this on this side as well for now, just so we can do kind of the fire one, maybe, because that would be nice for cooking our bits and stuff. So we can go ahead and get that. It's nice that we get iron ingots from one of these, because then we can just directly make those andesite ingots with andesite, so we don't have to break down any of our previously obtained iron. Let's see. Washing. We also need quartz. I'm guessing this is from doing dust. So let's actually grab some dust real quick. We'll knock this off. Oh, there's more sand. I wonder what happens if you put both of these in at the same time. Will it process both different materials? We'll go ahead and check that out. Let's put one of these up here so we can look at it. Oh, yeah. Looks like it's all done. Yep, so there we go. We got some bone meal, got some redstone. Okay. Nice. So I think that should be the quest, as long as we got everything. Yep. There's that no solicitors sign. Yeah, prevents wandering traders from spawning nearby. I talked about that last episode. I wondered if that's what it did. So cool. Good to know. And then last on this kind of resource generation side is a crushing wheel. When two crushing wheels rotate into each other, they crush what passes through. While this can be used to process ores and the like, it is also how several are gathered. Let's see. A pair of crushing wheels can grind items very effectively. The rotational input has to make them spin into each other. Items thrown or inserted into the top will get processed. So ore into raw ore, or the actual ore. Items can be inserted and picked up through these in the belts. These little hopper-like things that we used over here. Okay, interesting. What item was that? That was a crushing wheel. Ooh, we need to get into mechanical crafting. Interesting. So it's andesite alloy, some planks, and some stone, which actually isn't hard to make. 21. Does this mean it has to do 21 passes? Probably. So we'll need a mechanical crafter. Electron tube, polished rose quartz, which needs to be polished. Polished rose quartz. Interesting. Okay. So I'm glad about these diamonds. That'll be nice, especially when we're working on tools. But anyway, we might be able to change our pickaxe head too. That would be a good use of our time. Uh, let's go ahead and trying to think of what I want to do now. So we have these going. It'd be nice to set up an automation system where we can get all of these going. Let's experiment a little bit and see how we can get faster rotations. I know some of the kinetic stress is going to build up from these, um, but we'll see. Let's go into our create chest, grab some cogs and some of these, and let's just see. So if we have a large wheel going to, so we know a small wheel, that's going to already turn faster, and this would be the same kind of thing. Okay, interesting. I want to see if we put a cog here, what happens. Okay, so that's how we can turn things, and I'm guessing we can do that with other kinds of wheels as well. Let's see. I want to try with the small cog wheels. So we can put cog wheels in either of the cardinal, like the diagonal directions around large cog wheels. Same thing, you can put it next to each other, above. Okay. Cool, so that's how we get those to move. I'm thinking I'm going to do a few more water wheels and kind of set those up back here and maybe have the cogs transferring power this way so we can put all our machines here. We can just have a bunch of water wheels going over here that generate all this way. So let's go ahead and try that out and we'll be right back. Okay, so here's what we got set up here. Doing some testing, I need to know a little bit more about these rotational speeds on here, but it actually didn't look like putting these all together really made a difference. Um, the one thing I did do is I mined out the block underneath it, so now we have water flowing over the top, the side, and underneath, which definitely helps us out. But I think, for example, like if I stop, like let's just say we delete one of these for now, it looks like it's going the same speed. At least to me, it doesn't look like it's changed very much. So like currently these aren't connected to this one, it's just the one. If we put this back, I don't know, I don't see any difference for right now. So one water wheel might be enough to just power all this pretty well. But what I'm thinking is for our machines, we'll kind of have this arm that goes all the way along the wall, and then we can either have machines coming off of here, coming off of here. I think ideally we want them off the small cogs, because rotationally wise, these should be spinning faster than these large ones, just because they're smaller. And we can also place cogs down here if we want the machine to be lower down. So I think I'm going to make a few more millstones, because I know for example, we can use the millstone to do a lot of different things, but mainly I think it'd be nice to have one to maybe just break down um, the core things, and then have one to have like any kind of else we want. So like, for example, let's find one here. So we have main milling, we can break down gravel into these different components. Um, it looks like that's might be the main one. All these other ones are kind of just to help us get more resources from ones we already have, but not strictly generating anything. We could turn andesite into cobblestone. It'd be nice if we could turn cobblestone into gravel. That might be the crusher's job. Um, Yeah, it looks like maybe we only need the one for gravel, because the rest of these don't look like they produce too many useful things. So maybe we'll just move over the setup we already have just over there and see how well it kind of works. Yeah, so it looks like the millstone is mainly just for processing this kind of dust here. So I think what we'll do is take off this one, take the millstone and this setup, and we'll grab this funnel. Let's just make another chest that we can use. Let's make two chests just so we have them for over there. And let's maybe, I'm thinking of putting it right here so we can have access to the top. So let's see what we'll need. We'll most likely need this gearbox right here. So if we bring off, let's just see about this gearbox. So this already creates some rotation here, and then we can go ahead and place that there so that we have the gear spinning. We'll place the millstone, so that is working as intended. Um, we'll just go ahead and use this funnel, and we'll just do straight, and this will funnel directly into a hopper that'll go into a chest for now. Just kind of mimicking the setup we already had. Definitely looks like it's going faster, and then we'll throw a chest up at the top, right here. Actually we want, I think, one below. Let's see, can we do it from here? Have the same kind of thing. Let's see. Yeah, looks like it works the same. It's even better just kind of being right here. Yep, so we'll go ahead and do that. And so we moved up our system, and it's definitely processing a lot faster, it looks like. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely spinning better than the previous one, so that is definitely an upgrade for us. Go ahead and just move all these resources over to here for now. And I think we're getting towards the end of this episode. So during between this episode and the next episode, I'll just keep this stocked with gravel, so we're constantly processing. Um, I think I'll try to see about moving this over to this side as well, so we can do that washing setup over there. And yeah, and then maybe we'll work on automating this next time and getting the other one set up as well, and maybe looking into doing a crushing wheel of some sort. And then I'm going to look to see if there's an optimum way to do this. I don't think this is contributing overall to the function of it. I think it's just taking up space, but it looks nice, so it is fine for now. So I think that is where we're going to call episode 4. So thank you everybody for joining. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you're liking, what you're not liking. If there's anything that you think could improve, just let me know. So thanks. I'll see you guys all next time. Bye bye.